So we're playing from the 14th. So Thursday. That's it's a Friday. Yeah. What is this? You're using gold as the example anyway. You'll play a week of gold, a week of this thing, US 13. So 4 o'clock. Okay. So let's say 6 to 7. Okay. Well, this 5 to 6. So let's play 6 to 7. This 6 to 7. All right. So normally what I've started doing is I place those things there. Small horizontal line just around these candles which have closed, right? And then let's first go to our strategy.
Huh?
So we no, let's not use this one. I think update my pips. And there's the one, yeah. Yeah. Where's my trading plan? I had a very good one. Thank you. I can't find my thing. All right, let's go back and use the same one. Pips calculator. Yeah, okay. So trading plan, literally. Return on alert, update lots, inverted trader, mark demand and supply levels. So in the 4 hour, so mark demand and supply levels and check trend in the 4 hour. So let's say we're on the 4 hour now. Yeah. So you see the trend is uptrend. Now, just guys, I want us to talk together. Yeah. The trend is uptrend. And then the trend is uptrend. We mark demand and supply levels. Okay. To mark demand and supply levels, you see, you look at all these area with lots of the wicks and blah, 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 like some like here. So if we like, we go to the 1 hour and find if we can find some things like that. Normally it should be around this area. And this thing, you should do it individually before you come to the chart. We're not going to mark it in the mornings. Normally when we come to the chart, we should have done all these things already. And then this is, where is the other level? Possibly we can use this area, clone this. I want us to really we use this? Can we? Yeah, this one looks more probable for me. But we use the levels anyway. We have another one here, so let's put something like a line just there. If we are going up, we are looking at coming all the way somewhere there. Option J. All right, that's fine. All right, so now we can jump into the 15 minutes. Because it told us we've been in an uptrend, but it looks like in the 15 we just started a downtrend here. All right, so let's even hide this. Let's hide this for now. These are the levels that we have in the minute based on the 1 hour. So I want you guys to talk to me. We would make decisions as we go along. So now let's look at what's happening here. You're playing back and forth. Looks like you're within a range. All right, so here, what do we do, guys?
I would chance it to the tops of the Asian session.
To the top of the Asian session. Okay, is it worth the risk? Or you want
I
the,
don't think so. I don't think it's worth
Oh yeah,
it.
we want a retracement and then go in.
unless if we get a retracement, then we can chance it to the top. And then we got the retracement. Do you
Yeah.
understand? So we are in the straight now. Because on the 4 hour, we saw some like an uptrend. So if that's the case, our stop loss sits somewhere there.
Okay, so Mickey, me, I will not trade this
Yeah, okay.
unless it
Why
crosses
won't
the,
you trade this?
unless, because I think I have to wait for it to cross the Asian session before
Before
I
you would
make a
trade that?
decision. Yeah,
Okay.
before I make the decision.
Okay, but we have this levels, yeah. You know, we
So,
have this
yeah, I
immediate
know.
levels, and then it broke the level and says trading it to the top. Do you understand? So let's see what happens. Any ideas, please, guys?
I will also chance it as well to the top of the Asian session
To the
since
top
we're
of the
already
Asian
on an
session.
uptrend.
So it's
So how many
about
pips? How many pips?
44 pips,
Okay.
and then you're risking 17 pips. You're out of the trade, but
Out of the
it came
trade.
unless, of course, we say we are putting the stop loss here. That's the only reason. 33 pips to get 44 pips.
Which
You
I
understand?
think it's not worth it.
So by
To
you,
risk,
let's see what happens. You see, so we lost the strength. Okay. Now let's go back. What we should have done though is when we had this candle, what time was it? Sometimes the reason why I cannot flip between the 1 hour when we are back testing is that if you go into the 1 hour, it gives you what will happen. You know what I mean? So look at the 1 hour. It tells you this is what is likely to happen. Do you understand? You see, so if we are in the trade here, let's see what happened. Then back 15 minutes. So this whole candle, let me see one again. So we had this on the 1 hour and we broke. It looks like it could have gone. That's the way it looks, but that's fine. And then we came bum, 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 and it didn't happen, which is fine. So we lost the straight. Okay, now what time is this? 12:30. So by 1 o'clock, this is the candle you see by 1 o'clock. You see, so this is what is happening. Now let's go back. You know what I see here? Guys, can you see something?
Rejections.
It's rejecting here, rejecting here.
Yeah.
So if this is what you want to scalp, you can probably scalp it to the top after this rejection. It's coming again, it's rejecting again. Boom.
Even
That's the thing I was saying. This one, you can scalp it to the top here. Do you see it? Because of this rejection. Because we rejected, and it gave you this candle, you can scalp this straight to the top. but this is just a scalp. All right, next, boom. It's more than a scalp now. It's so, but it's fine. This would have been my target anyway. And it goes. And it goes, meaning therefore that what could we have seen here to make a decision? Is there any level that we broke? There's nothing.
Is this the 15 minutes or the 30 minutes, please?
There's the 15 minutes. Let's
Is
go
it
to
possible you
30.
can check? Yeah.
Yeah, 30 minutes. So on 30 minutes, look, we had this huge rejection, right? And this is the next rejection. So that's why I'm saying that you can trade this at least to that top. But it broke the top. So if it broke the top, then we're coming to this level. Unless, of course, if we're in the 30 minutes, you could have possibly seen something slightly different, but it's the same thing. You know what I mean? So this one, it wasn't ready. When we saw this break, it wasn't ready. So you see, and I think the challenge we have sometimes is, imagine you've gone into this trade and the trade didn't go the right way. We give up on the pair. You see what I mean? We shouldn't give up. We should still study it, because if we've seen, because that's why I normally will go into the 1 hour or the 2 hour just to see the candlesticks which are forming. You know what I mean? And when you get the clear candlesticks which are forming to back you that we're going to go into the distance. So for example, let's say we went in here. It was this trade we wanted to trade, yeah. So we went in here. Our stop loss was about 17 pips or whatever it was. There. And then 17 pips. Let's say we couldn't get this thing. We lost 17 pips. Now we're here. With this rejection and with this rejection, let's go 15. We know this areas are the tops, isn't it? So with this rejection and with this rejection, I clearly know that we would at least hit here. Do you understand?
Yeah.
So imagine we entered on the retracement. So we are on the retracement. Our stop loss this time would come below here. It's about 29 pips. And we know that, okay, fine, we might go here. And then it takes us up. If you close here, it is 65 pips. Do you understand? 65 pips. And if it gives you the third candle, this third candle, automatically, I'm not going to wait. That's about 90 pips. I'm out. Does it make sense, guys?
Yeah.
So alternatively, we would say we have new levels we want to break before we go. But I made my decision with the spin. So I think we should start paying attention to everything. But this, let's say this trade is not as clear. Okay. What time is it? It's 1 now. Oh, action is started. One of the guys I listen to a lot is saying that, you see, when it comes to US 30, we should pay attention to it, US 30 and NASDAQ in the afternoons, more than in the mornings. He said he would trade gold both mornings and afternoon. But when it comes to US 30, he would trade it in the afternoon. All right, so this one is also giving us weak rejections. So this is like, you have to come out of that trade. Boom, continues to the top. All right, so it tells us that we are continuing in the uptrend anyway, because you see, when we woke up in the morning on the 4 hour, we knew that we're in an uptrend. Let me show you guys something that I saw that could have been a confluence to trade this. Yeah. So it's something that I'm studying at the moment, but I want to grip it properly, then we can use it. Do you see this candle?
Yeah.
You see this huge candle?
Yeah.
So we have huge candle, huge candle. So this area, we call it a demand area, because aggressive buying, aggressive buy. We call this area a demand area. So let's put a demand area. And to put a demand area, you can just come to the candle before the candle. You can either look at the candle that, the opposite candle that started the demand, or this one that started the, you see red candle, and then boom, boom, we start going up. But you can, this is a clear one. There's the red candle that started demand. They call it an order block or maybe a demand area. So you can put it here, right? Now I'm about to show you guys something slightly different, which we could have used to trade this easily. Do you see this candle? They
Yeah.
call this candle an imbalance candle, which means that it's unusual, it's too huge. So what they will do is they take Fibonacci, put it from the bottom to the top, because the candle is moving from the bottom to the top, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And what they will expect is that they want to see weak rejections, right? Weak rejections in on the Fibonacci, either 38 or 50 or 60. Normally, the guy will recommend that the 50, 69, 61 is the best one. But if you see 38, you're seeing rejections. So now we'll come and see in the 15 minutes. All right. You know what? Let me just hide my PSLs. So it comes to say in the 15 minutes. You can see that rejections in this area. Do you understand? Meaning that you can catch it somewhere, anywhere in the bottom, and then you aim to the tops. You know, one of the things I saw, for example, and I keep going back to check all these things, but recently on oil, do you see what happened on oil, guys?
Yeah.
And I put it on oil, and I've actually put it on oil waiting, but I realized that oil played out exactly the same way. So for you to mark the Fibonacci's, you have to go minimum 1 hour. You don't go any place below. So you remember this Friday morning? We had this on Friday morning.
Mm.
So this thing that we had on Friday morning, what is this? This thing that we had on Friday morning, we could have just taken a fib, put it on it. You see, when you put the fib on it, which area did we come to test?
61.
We came towards the 61 and then we tested the 50. Clearly, so that guy, I'm telling you, the way he trades there, he will catch the trade at the bottom, like he doesn't even have any margin for stop loss. You see, it touches the 51 exactly. If we were playing this in the 15 minutes, you see what happened?
Yeah.
Rejection, boom, to the top. You know what I mean? And so therefore, this is one of the things that I'm now looking at, because you see, there's no way we could have traded this. Maybe if we would trade, we'll trade this one. Do you understand? But to trade this one, let me show you how we could have actually even traded it. So go back to 1 hour. You see, this one also had, these candles were also like huge candles. Maybe this one, let's go to the 2 hour. Maybe this, you know what I mean? Because it says minimum 1 hour, you can up your game and see what's happening. So we came down here and we went up. So on this candle, we can think that maybe we will pick something up and come to the top. So what would we do to the bodies? Do you see where the candle wicked? You wicked the 78 true to this thing. So now let's go to the 15 minutes and see what we can see. Let's go back. So I can take the old Fibonacci. The old Fib. And then let's go to the new one at 50 minutes. Or sometimes it can even use 30 minutes. But it wants to see the wicks rejecting. You see, here I would not see any much wicks rejecting. What we saw was we came back, we wicked the 70, and then we wicked the 70, moved up, came, wicked the 60, 61.8. You see, so in this area, if you have like an order set, it will just pick you up straight away. But I'm just showing you that these are the things I'm looking at, which also could give us some confluence. So let's go back to gold. So, oh, am I back to the current? Jesus. I'm back to the current. Fucking me, guys. Let me go back. Just 21. Or Feb 22. No. Wait, Feb. What's that? 17 Feb. I think that's the one. Yeah. Okay, so let's go back to the 1 hour. 15 minutes. This is the one we just traded. Took us to the top. There's another one we just traded. Friday, so 11th fade. We look at 14 here. 14 is the one we just did. Did we just do 14th? This looks different. So this is Tuesday. All right, so we woke up in the morning. This 5 a.m. 5 a.m. will finish somewhere about 10 o'clock. So that's the reason why normally I don't want us to even look at the higher time frames. Well, if we don't get a clear guide. So let's go 30 minutes or 1 hour. Let's go marker lines. So this is what you possibly see when you wake up, this 4 a.m. So this is 5 or 6, 6 or 7. And you see, so this is something you would see. Clearly, I can see that we have some levels here that possibly we need to cross. And if we want to go down, there's also some levels here. This is like the Asian sessions anyway. And now we come back. We can come back anywhere. This, I think this is the one we played. So boom. Okay, here, are we making any decisions here at all? We're broken a level, guys.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'd want a retest on that line at the
On our line. So let's say we put this thing, an order there.
bottom there.
Rise up.
no, me, I'll join straight away.
You join straight away. Anyway, anyhow,
Coming
we've made a
down,
decision
yeah.
that we are going down. So I would
Oh,
possibly
yeah.
watch the candle and see what it does. Santi. Santi.
Yeah.
Any contribution? Do you understand what we're trying to do though?
Yeah, a little bit. I'm just getting used to the way you guys trade because
We
obviously I
guys
used to trade a bit different.
a bit differently, yeah. Boom.
Wow.
Boom. Then we are in it. So that is beautiful. But we had a retracement.
What time was that?
It was
What time was
8
that?
in the morning. 8 in the morning. I think we need to come to the chat a little bit early, guys. Because if we don't take, if we came at 8, this one will miss it. Do you know that? Because
Yeah.
the thing is, let me
8 in
turn
the
on.
morning.
Yeah.
Was there any
If we are,
news?
it's no news. I don't think. I'll check. I'll go back and check. I don't think there's news.
Yeah.
So this is psychological levels. See, even that, this tells me that we can come to these levels because of these levels. Do you understand? And so let's psychological level 2. So it hits 2 exactly, but because we started at 1 and because of the size of this candle, I would chance it a little bit. Boom, I'm out, you see? So this is me here. We'll catch it from the top some more and we'll ride it to the bottom here. How many juice is that? It's a lot of juice. It's about 167 pips. Okay, so now this for the morning. And then
So,
next,
Mickey.
Yeah.
Do you think you'll still be in the trade when the
Yeah.
retracement came?
yeah, I will be in the trade. Do you know why?
Personally.
Do you know
Uh-huh.
why? Because of the size of this candle and because of these levels. You know, because if you look at this in a 1 hour, you see an aggressive buying from where? Here. This is the order block. This is the order block here. That is the drop before the aggressive selling. So this is the area we are looking for them to come. Do you understand? And if when we went into the, let's say the 30 minutes or the 15 minutes, so we came to change this. Look at the candles we have. We had this is the order block area, right? And then secondly, you see I had psychological levels here. We started from 1, so definitely we'll come in end on 1. You know, so what I'll do is with this aggressive, this thing, I'll just be monitoring the candles. It came, it gave us a weak candle, that's good. It came, it gave us a weak candle, that's good. It gave us this one. So then I would just say, okay, let's see what the next candle moves, and it moves, boom. Because, you know, when we have the clear gaps without any much resistances around, I'll start chancing it, you know. Because you see the other time we went to trade on Friday, I was saying, listen, this thing is giving us weak candles. If imagine, assuming we were getting the weak rejections from the bottoms here and not from the top, which means there's pressure coming from the top to take you further down. If we were getting that from the bottoms up here, then I know it's time for me to come out of the trade because we know we are pushing back up. But you can clearly see that we are pushing back down here, down. This one was indecision, small boom, but we go. And this is going to be my destination. Okay. So this is Tuesday, early in the morning at 9. So there's still time. And it kept even going further. Would we have continued with this trade? Would we have chance? And maybe not. We'll find another opportunity on another pair. It's forming. It's forming a head and a shoulder now. So based on what we looked at, is there an imbalanced candle that we could possibly play the game of? Which candle can we play the game of in? Let's see, 2 hour. Okay, see. So this is still a 2 hour candle. This is bam, bam, bam. I don't know whether we can play any imbalance of anything here. Let's see if we can play anything from here. If it gets there and it gives us any weak rejections, let's see if possibly we can get something. It kept coming up. I want you guys to see, so let me clean the psychological level from there. So this one went straight through this thing. Went straight through, but maybe this would actually come up because you see our moving averages is getting closer. This is not a clear one. This is not a clear one. It just came boom, boom. No, wouldn't try this. So this is forming a double bottom now.
So when you put a fib,
Mhm.
what level did it get to before coming down?
It got to 61.8, between 61.8 and this thing. But you see, it didn't give you clear rejections. That is why maybe, I don't know. I don't know whether we trade it on levels. I've not mastered that thing, so I can't say much. But you see, by the final is
The
yes,
Fibonacci.
it came to Fibonacci minus 61.8. But you know this is minus 27 and minus 61. They are extensions to take profits. But I couldn't see any clear sign here telling us that we are going to go to the down, unless of course we break these bottoms. I can tell. I can really. Can you guys see anything on this one, guys? For the
So I want
continuation.
you to put the fifth
Mhm.
from
From the
where
top.
the move started. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So if the move start, this will be the thing. It's 38 point. This thing. It's on the 38.2.
No, no. From the top in the morning, where we
Yeah,
have
that's
our
where it
moving
started.
averages.
That is here.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, that's exactly where it is. So you would see clearly that it started. You see the dotted line. It started from here all the way and it ended there. And then we retrace to this levels before bang going down. But well, clearly we're having a double bottom anyway. So let's see what we are doing within this area with a double bottom. Let's see, did we have anything? We didn't have anything. We are doubling down. See, this double bottoms itself tells you like we have some kind of level here. But this is not according to our confluence anyway. But let's say we have this thing here, possibly would come up to this point after the break. Let's see what happens. It's coming down again. It's retesting that level. So it's giving us another double bottom before we even break, which is okay. Now it's night, so we are not trading. Next thing. So let's come to the
Mickey, you see where the move started in the morning, that
Mhm.
place.
Yeah.
Where we have
Yeah.
our lines,
hmm
the SSSN line.
Yeah.
I want you to put the fifth from that side to the lower part
So
of
from
the move.
here, isn't it?
Yeah, put it from there.
Yeah,
Put
to
it
here
from there.
or to here.
No. Yes.
Yeah, but this is the end of the day. So we couldn't have traded unless you're going into the
Okay,
new day.
so first pull it from the top to the first top. Let me see something.
The very top. Yeah.
Yeah. Where the
Okay.
move started, yeah.
To where?
To the first top. Yeah, yeah, very good. So it tested on the 0.382, right?
0.32, regardless, all of them 0.32.
382.
Yeah. But you know
Then
0.32
it
normally
came
it's
back.
not a powerful confluence
Yeah, we don't
unless
use
you
it.
have something.
Very good,
Exactly.
I know.
Yeah.
So it
That's
came
why I
back.
couldn't say
Then
anything. Yeah.
take off this one. Then start a second downward trend from the pull a fifth from the 0.32 to where it came to. Let's see.
So somewhere like there.
Yeah, you're starting from
To
very good. To
there. Okay.
so where did it get to?
Now we are on the 61,
0.681.
but it's a night, so we wouldn't normally
Very
trade
good.
this, would we?
I
So
know.
maybe
Then I started
hey,
to
Riser, look.
start coming back.
Riser, look. We can possibly trade this imbalance candle. Even it's in the 1 hour, you see. If we are trading this based on what I just told you guys, do you see where it's respecting? 0.689. You see 0.689, 0.618. So let's say we are in the 30 minutes. You can see that there's some kind of rejections which are happening in that area, but you need clear rejection. Well, this is another level as well. So it's rejecting here. Maybe we might bring us back down, maybe. If not, you see, the problem I'm having is our moving average still seems to be crossing, but let's see what happens. But this is a night. We don't trade it, but let's see what happened in the night. It's going back. Why? Because our moving averages are crossing. You see, that is where I would say that how we call it, we would observe candlesticks rather than we would just sit here and see what's happening. So come on. Here, I would go and observe candlesticks. What time is it? 2:30. So 1 hour. You see what 1 hour is giving us? I won't be able to say anything. Wait for next 1 hour. Nothing really. Next 1 hour. Yes. So on this 1 hour, you see clearly it tells you that some action can happen on this 1 hour because we move up, move up, move up. Now let's go back to the 30 minutes. You see what we have now. So then we can decide that we might possibly go up maybe to these levels. Does it make sense, guys?
Yes.
You know what I mean? Because here, you see, we've broken this level and then we've crossed the moving average, clearly crossed it. And then Phyllis will call us that something's about, then we are in the trade here, targeting there. Targeting will be like, Phyllis will be like, no one will say anything. She'll so gold and leave it. Gold.
Hey, Mr. Michael. Clearly, you guys were looking for something.
And then we are, and you see, we are gone. We made the money. You know what I mean? Then we traded it and we are gone. So then that's where psychological levels really comes to play here. Now,
So make you wait too.
Yeah.
Okay.
do you get it, Rizo?
Yeah, I get it.
Mhm. Because now, if we are playing with the 1 hour, the bigger time frames, it clearly tells you that this move, which is about to happen or is happening, it would at least move because the bigger guys are behind us. You know, and so psychological. What would psychology? You see, started from 1, boom, through 1. So which means if it's gone through 1, it can either even go to the top here because it moved boom, boom, through 1. Let's see how far. Maybe this one won't wait though, but let's see how far. Yeah, we are going. It will take time, but we'll go. Boom. I told you guys. You know why? Because it moved clearly through this thing, psychological level. So this is a night, but this what happens. And 169 pips. You see, I think we can master the strategy very, very well. And we will do good. We'll do good. Let's go and see. Oh, even this is on a 30 minutes, so which means that we will stay in this trade for a long time. Let me look at 15 minutes. 15 minutes was a bit more clearer. But you know you're going to stay in this trade for a long time, which I don't believe we would want to. How many pips was to this point? This area was 98 pips. And then we could have had this thing, another like 50 pips or 70 pips on top of that. You know. Shanti.
Yeah.
Can you tell us what you used to do in your trading?
I use the 20, 50, and the 200, and then support and resistance.
Can you share and show us, please? It's okay.
Yeah.
Just for an idea, so that we know what we are telling you and how because we've used all 20, 50 and those things. But I want you to understand some differences in what you look for.
Yeah, let me just get an example first.
Mhm.
Mifato.
Rifato did it.
Mifato.
Oh, Rifato did it.
Mifato deal.
Arizona.
Hey, Rifato, you
Oh,
can't talk
Rifato,
when you
you
make
know we
quiet
need
for
to talk.
background like
Yeah, I do observe.
that. Observe, the observers are worried.
Let me see.
Mifato.
Arizona. Avi.
Kaleku.
Yeah. They manage small, small.
You go be. This week there are more news, so
No one uses
for
it.
they got.
Lost you there. Hold on.
I think I'll put you on the spot, but take your time. Just take your time, Charles.
That is fine. It's been a while since I've actually traded.
Traded, yeah, I
But
know.
the way we used, can you see my screen?
Yeah, I can see. Yeah.
The way we used to trade was we'd check obviously the daily,
Hmm.
and then we'd scale down to the 4 hour, the 1 hour, use
Yeah.
these three moving averages.
Hmm.
And when the 20 and 50 crossed,
Yeah.
we knew we was trending. So in this case, can't find the actual cross.
Yeah. So you wait for the cross itself.
Yeah, we would wait for the
Wh-
cross.
Which one? So the 50 is the red, yeah?
Yeah, the 50 is red, 20 is blue.
Yeah.
And an example of where we would take a trade
Hmm.
would be here, for example. So
Mhm.
when the price comes back to the 20, that's your
Yeah.
entry. So here, for
Hmm.
example.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
And
Yeah.
then
Yeah.
you've
Yeah.
got another one
This one
kind of
is,
here, and then you'll
yeah.
take it down.
Yeah. This carrying four. Yeah. We learned
Yeah,
something like
Karen,
that.
I was
Current,
just
yeah.
about to say that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
Karen,
here.
you know,
And then,
Karen said in a day, the 20 will cross the candlestick at least once
yeah,
in a
or
day.
the candlesticks
You
will
do
come and
remember?
respect.
Yeah,
Yeah, so we
Exactly.
kind of, it
once
was
in a
more of a
day.
trend-based type of thing.
Base kind of thing. Okay, so now, oh, no, don't go. Please don't go. Now,
We'll come down to the hour. Hold on.
okay. Now, please move to something like the 30 minutes. And then reset it.
Where's the reset? I don't really use trading views.
So right click on the screen anyway. Right click and then reset at the top.
Oh.
Nice. So now move to the left. Now bring something like moving average. So okay, in that case, just go into 15 minutes for me, please. And then, do you know anything about candlestick patterns and chart patterns?
Yeah, a little bit.
Okay, that's fine. So now open anything like one of the Mantis, the Manti 15. The second, that'll be the second one. Yeah, open that one.
Should I take mine off?
No, don't take yours off. And go into the settings. Yeah, and now go into 69. You see where the color 69 is?
Yeah.
Make it all orange. And make it the deepest orange, not the one to the left. Yeah. And then, okay. And then the next one to the same. Yeah. And make the, okay, that's fine. Where is it on the screen? Can we see? Which one is it?
I can't actually see it.
Okay, go back, please. Go back settings. And then go into the inputs, please. And then take off the 8, please. Take off the 23. And then take the 69. Yes, that's beautiful. So, okay. All right. So which one is it?
This one.
That is the one. Okay. Do you see where the price action crossed that one?
Here.
Yeah, where the price action crossed. Okay. In that area, you see the 3 red candles.
Yeah.
Take a rectangle and mark all those 3 red candles. Yeah, just the 3 red candles. Now, you see the other place where it crossed, going up.
Yeah.
Go up. No. Yeah, there. Take the rectangle and mark that one, please.
Just the one.
No. Yeah, just those bunch. Yeah. Now, let's find a third one. Move to the left. So put the cursor on the, yeah, move to the left. Yeah. And then we don't have any place where it crossed. Yeah, that place. Okay.
Yeah.
You see those the 2 let's mark the 3 candles, those 3 candles. Yes, that's nice. Now go into the 1 hour. Now, can you find those things you marked?
Gosh.
Probably not. Okay. If you can find it, go back. Go back
Go
50
back.
minutes. Into 50 minutes. Because maybe it's not so visible. And then let's see. Yeah. So double click it. Double click on that one. No, on the box. Put it on the side of the box. Double click. Double click. And yeah, go into there, it's fine. Double click. Now go into style. You see the border,
Yeah.
go into border. Go into border. Click, make it blue. And then go, you see the line, the thickness of the line. Make it the second one, please. Yeah. And then that is fine. And then go to okay. Now clone it. Right click it. And then clone. And then take off you see the next one you did, just delete,
This
click on that and delete it, yeah. And then move this one to that one and do it to the third one as well. Now, yes, fine. Now move it to the third one. Right click, clone it, then move to the left. Yeah, now delete that one and then put it on it. Yeah, that's fine. Expand it to be able to cover all three. All right, that's fine. Now go to the 1 hour, please. So we should be able to see if it's not on the 1 hour, go to the right, move to the right, please. Move to the right. We can see, can we? Okay, fine. Go back to 50 minutes. It's not visible. I think it's visibility. So double click it. Double click and go into, now double click. Yeah, now go to visibility, please. You see, change the 4 hour to 1 hour. Yeah, okay. Go and do the other. Or if you like, then clone that one and put it on the others. Then it's easy. Clone it twice. Yeah, now go to the others. Yeah, so delete those and put them on here.
Mhm.
Did you delete that?
Yeah, I deleted the wrong one.
Okay, fine. Because I want to give you the basics. We're not going to be back testing too much, but we know what we're about. Just warming ourselves up and then getting things ready for Monday. It's not like we're going to crack our brains too much. The thing is, once you've backtested a couple, you are in the mood. Now, go to the 1 hour, please. Now we should be able to go to the right. Or is it to the left? No, go to the right. I think it should be in the right.
Yeah,
Yeah,
there they
you
are.
see them? Yes. Do you realize that the structure of the candlesticks? So the first one that we have, if you realize that we just got something called a tweezer bottom. We have a tweezer bottom there. You see those? Maybe we have to go through that course. And after the tweezer bottom, we've got to move up. When we go move up, literally on the 1 hour, we don't need the moving average on the 1 hour. We need it on the 15 minutes. If for example, you see what it tells us on the 15 minutes is that it's price action. If the candlesticks are moving in a direction, they tell you on the 15 minutes earlier what is happening. They tell you what is happening on the 1 hour when you're sitting in the 15 minutes. You know what I mean? And that's able to make you take an action in the 15 minutes before the move finishes. You see, if you are using moving averages, what happens is that normal moving averages, you want to trade below the moving average or above the moving average. But this, when we cross, we are in. That's the difference, you see. That's the difference of what we have. But let's go back and play the charts a bit. So let me share now, please.
Okay.
All right. So here, this Tuesday, or this Wednesday. So what time is it? It's 2 in the afternoon, and we've done this. Okay. So, and it went even further. So blue, blue, blue. Why do I have this here? All right. Blue, 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 boom to the top. Ah, this is juicy. Now let's go. All right, that's same day, but that's late. Boom, and it came back. Why did this thing drop down like that? Let's go and find. This is to the top on the 2 hour. It just dropped. What's happening on the 1 hour? 15 minutes. But we crossed again on the 15 minutes. Razo,
Yeah.
could we have traded this? God, this was clear to trade. PK,
Yeah.
make you tell your girl,
No,
make you,
Friday. I
make you
didn't
tell
trade.
your girl, make you keep quiet though. We didn't hear him voice.
Yo, yeah.
You didn't have inside there. All right, so
Inside them, my mommy.
you say, oh,
You
inside
can't
there.
visit inside them, my mommy.
Oh, she did there. So you did on, oh, he did. Bonivato. Hello. PK, guys, could we have traded this? I know it's a night, but I'm just saying, could we have traded this, guys?
Yeah.
it's possible.
After
Yeah.
Where would we have traded
After
this?
that retracement. After the
What-
retracement.
After this one? Here?
No, after
No, after the
crossing.
morning,
No,
the
after crossing.
evening star.
This was in the night.
So, oh, after this
What
evening
time was
start.
it?
No, it was in the night. We
That
normally
was in
wouldn't
the
be
night,
up.
yeah.
But I'm just saying, if we were by the charts at this time, and so we would have traded from here, would we?
Yes, yeah, from there.
And then
from
going
there,
down here.
From
Yeah.
there. After the
Okay.
break. Yeah.
Yeah. So after this break, then we would have traded that because we'll have this, and then bam, back again. About how many pips is that? So like here, if it crosses through, we know that what's psychological level 2? We started from 1 anyway, and it came to 1, and it came to 1. So if we break, we might possibly end up at 1 again. Let's see next. Boom, we're there. Boom, we're there. Okay, that makes sense. Okay, so we're not going to play a lot, just that we are refreshing our brains and see what's happening. So we're waking up in the morning now. What time is it? 4:45. 5:15. Let's go to the 1 hour. You see, so here, you see, we are getting something, some feeling. This is the 1 hour. Let's play next candle. You see, if you see candlesticks like that, what do you feel about it? This is 1 hour. This is 6 o'clock to 7. What do we think would be likely trend? Would have our levels. Because of this, we can have our levels here.
Downward
And we
trend.
can have another level there. Like a downward trend, more likely. So this could be our levels here. Top bomb. And then you see, and then here, do you guys see the imbalance candle here? This huge candle. This candle.
Yes.
Let's say we pull a fib on it and it's okay. We are using this as some type of confluence. So let's go to the 15 or the 30. You know what I mean? The thing, it came boom, it cut between our thing. But at the same time, let's play it and see what happens here. Or even 30. Let's try 30 and see. Boom, it's going back up. It's going back up to respect these areas. I don't think he has anywhere much to go. Boom, again, it's going back up. So this thing that we woke up in the morning and we are saying is downward trend. Let's go back to the 1 hour. What's this? 8 o'clock. So we can see that it's clear rejections. It's rejecting. This is the area. So let's come back. 15 minutes. Boom. You see, started doing this downward trend, what as expected. But you see, it's ranging within these two zones, up here, down here. So if we will go down, we need to break this level clearly. Let me have this. Let me take the fill off. We have to break this level clearly. Rizal, what do you think?
Yeah,
We have to really break this level. And if we will go up, we need to also break these ups before, within which we can decide to scalp. Because I can see a scalp opportunity. This is a scalp opportunity to the top if you want to scalp. Ah, they know the scalp. It didn't happen. So now we, oh God, I moved too fast. I've moved too fast. Look, so we broke the level, didn't we? Guys, we've broken the level, haven't
we're
we?
breaking the level.
We're broken the level, retracement and bang to the down. So retracement, bang, we're going to the down. So we know next candle is retesting. It's coming back again. Boom. So maybe this one won't win the straight because it's come back again. All right, now we are back at the same level. So let's go and look at the 1 hour candles because I'm thinking there's a sideways. Yeah, it's ranging within these two areas. Very clearly ranging within these two areas. So let's see what we'll get. If we get some downtrend, we'll do it. If we don't get some downtrend, we'll do it. Is there opportunity here, guys?
No, not yet.
No, not yet.
Yeah, because we have this clear range now that we are trading within. So we just want a clear opportunity. This ranges won't risk anything. Boom, it's broken it again. What do you guys say? Let's go and look at the 1 hour. That's what I'll do. You see, the 1 hour, look at this candle. Can you trade this? Huh? Can we trade this candle?
Which one?
This 1 hour
Yes,
candle.
yes, we can trade.
Where are we
can trade
trading
it.
it to?
Up.
To the
We
top
can
to
trade
here.
it to the.
Yeah, to the top. No,
Yeah.
No, they are
but
trading
you
down.
see-
Oh.
wait, it's coming down. I thought it
We
has
are
been
not
pushed
going.
up.
We are not going up. We are coming down.
Yeah, we have this range to break, this and that. If we
Yeah.
break this, we are going up. If we break that, we are coming down.
But look
Okay.
at
See, the
this 1 hour
problem, do you
candle.
know the problem we have on the down? Because we have some levels here. We have clear levels. So even this one, if we break it, we have to break this level. You know what I mean? So let's come to 15. This one is the weak. That's why even if I see something like that, I'll check on the 1 hour. You realize that this thing will take us up. That's what I believe. You see? It takes us up clean. Why? Because the 1 hour is still ranging between this lows and this tops. What time is it? 2:30. Which means now the American market is coming. If the American market breaks the tops here, then we go up. If it breaks the low, then we go down. You know what I mean? But I don't see what's happening here. Possibly I'll look at another pair. Now we're broken. But even this break, it be clear. So what time is it? 3:45. Check the 1 hour. Yes, this 1 hour looks quite convincing, but let's wait. It's retesting. So it's not broken those levels. Maybe here, if you want to chance, you can chance this to the top if you really want. But I would recommend we look at another pair. Why? Because you see the moving averages is right in the middle too much. But possibly you can scalp some level to the top here. Tiny bit something. It's not happening. It's not happening. No. So here I'll recommend this. There's no trade on gold this time. Because from all these things in the range we have now, don't even bother. Let's go and find another pair and trade it. It's better we don't trade at all than we trade this thing. So now this is 7 o'clock. There's no trade. Let's go to the next day. See, it's no trade. What time is? Oh, 10 is out. That's why. Oh, that's the next day. Now the next day happens. It's 8:45. Clearly, there's no trade again on here. But this is our levels that we want to break. We want to break it clearly and retest it. Play this. We've broken it. Let's see if we will retest for a downward trade. This is a retest, but it's very tiny. Would you guys trade this though? Oh, this bottoms.
Yes, I will.
You're trading it down, yeah?
Yeah, I'll go down because
Where are
of
we
where the
going?
because of where I have the moving average.
Yeah,
averages
so
yeah.
let's see. Let me bring psychological levels to see if we can get help. So we started from there. So that's 50 pips, 100 pips already. It's 100. Because if we would have traded anything when he broke this low anyway, but then let's see. Now we're almost like this is 100 pips. Okay, that's fine. So let me put this thing on it. Where are we trading it to? Say this. Are you coming to just next psychological level, or because next psychological level is 100 pips? We have 50 pips here. We have 50 pips here. Where do you want us to go?
It's actually on that side logical.
Which one? This one or that one?
No, yeah, that one.
Okay. So in this case, do you where your stop loss is about 45 pips, or should we just move it down?
No, the stop loss should go up a bit. Yeah.
It'll go up. So okay, you put something small. Beautiful. That's clean. That's very clean. So you've made the 100 pips, and then it's beautiful. We've done it. Okay. Now this is Friday, so we finished the back testing. Do you understand? So what have we learned so far from this back testing?
I mainly learned about order block, I think.
Oh, that new the other block things. We'll come there. Those
Yeah, I'm
things we are
trying to
not
look into it.
we are
as
not
well.
trading.
It sounded
Don't
good.
even stress about it. I can give you guys a video. The reason why I'm not releasing that
Okay.
video yet is I don't want us to mess our strategy with anything just yet, because that thing is a whole strategy on yourself. What that guy does is simple. He doesn't always trade. Yeah. It trades those other blocks and those things. That's the only thing it trades. You see what I mean? So I want us to add that strategy as part of our confluence. Do you understand? So for example, look at this one. This is US30. And he doesn't use just only the fibs. There are other confluences that he uses as well. You know what I mean? Boom. Then you get it from here, you're up. But there are other things that he uses. He uses Rizo, do you remember fixed maybe Pikachu go remember fixed range?
Fixed
You
range,
remember
yeah, I
fixed
remember.
range? Yeah, fixed range. Yeah, he uses
The
one of the
volumes and the
confluences.
fixed range.
Yes, one of the things he uses the fixed range. But I don't want to bring all these things here now. It's not necessary. You see, so you will look at the fixed range. You see, so this area is the fixed range and blah blah blah. And I don't know, he uses it differently, and I don't know how we could use this fixed range. Because I'll tell you that once you have the fixed range levels here, it means that liquidity is in this area, meaning that if it gets to this area, there could be a confluence to jump down. He has his own concepts. You know, it's a simple, it is easy, but you need to understand it for it to be that easy. The only thing so far that I've learned is this imbalance candles thing. And then I've been looking at the fixed range as well. Because if I take you through the training, just in case you want to go and get the training, you can go ahead. But I wouldn't release this just yet because I don't want us to confuse our strategy at all. This is the guy. It's called links trading. And possibly First, I bought the advance, but I realized I needed to understand it properly, so I went for the beginning as well. You remember this guy?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the guy. If you want to go get it, it's no problem. You can get it ahead of time and prepare yourself. But I want us to master our style before I will release this. I can just do it without we knowing that we are profitable on our strategy, because our strategy is profitable. It's just that if there are more advanced advantages, for example, if we can take a trade on the week of the candle, let's say exactly at the very top of the candle, I would rather wish we do that. So then there's nothing like 50 pips stop loss, 70 pips stop loss, blah, blah, stop. No. It will be about, because it will recommend that gold maximum 30 pips. And then he's looking about 100 pips, 100 pips to 30 pips. It's 1:3, sometimes 150 pips. The guy, you see, do you know how he passes his FTMOs and then his funding challenge? He passes it with one trade. The 10%, he makes it in one trade. You see, the guy is so good. I mean, and that is what I was like, listen, if this guy makes these things in one trade, then it means that, yeah, and he says he trades about 3 times a week only. And 3 times a week, sometimes you make 6%, you make another 10%, you make another 10%. So for the week, it's made about 25%. Even if imagine is making 10% a week, and is able to do that maybe 2 times in the month. So it's on like 20%. And he's the one that I learned this multiplier thing from. You see, the multiplier whereby he has many trading accounts and it is multiplying them. So he's trading about almost like $1 million. And I assume he's making 20% on $1 million a week. Let's say a month. It's on like 200K a month, you see. So that's what it is. Santi, do you know anything about funded challenges and funded accounts?
To an extent, my friend spoke about getting one, but
Yeah,
I've not thought about it yet.
yeah. It's something possibly we can send you some YouTube videos and you have a look, because that's just where we are going. We don't want to use our money because the money is scarce. And if someone wants to give you an account, so when you trade and you make the money, you get paid 80% of whatever you made. I think it's a fair deal. It's more than enough.
Yeah, FMO did something like that.
Yeah. Yeah, but we need to solidify the strategy. So with Santi, what I can do is, if you like, I'll find time to take you through our strategy properly. Yeah, I even need to record a few bits and then we'll pick things up from there. So you've set up your Manti, right?
Yeah.
All right. So one of these days, what I could do is I will take you through the bits. Bonifacio. Boniface. Oh, Boniface no day. Boniface for day. Maybe no day by this thing. Because I wanted to know where Boniface is. Then if I could take the two of you through. Because the thing is very, very simple. The first thing is we have something we call psychological levels, but that one, it helps us be able to determine where price can actually go. You know, I mean, we have psychological levels 1, 2, and 3 generally. And then those psychological levels is just an estimate of where price, when it tells you where price started and where price could possibly go. So let's say I'm in this one. And I only would see my psychological level price when I'm in something like anything in the 30 minutes and below, then it shows up. That's the way we've created it. So like this one, you see it is blue dotted lines. For me, that's how I've created mine. Others have created it differently. Between this line and that line and that line, it's 100 pips. But we pick the prices specifically, fixed prices that we picked. There's a way we do it. And you can just get it. I can give you the numbers in due time. And then you plot it on your thing. So like on US 30, like let's go to gold. On gold, let's go through 10 minutes. I think I've turned them off. So 1, 2. So let's turn only one on. Less of this one, of this one. So you could clearly see that you could clearly, where is it? You could clearly see that I have one here. It says the price point here is, the price point is 1888. And then this is 1878. If you mark the difference, it's about 100 pips difference. You know what I mean? 100 pip difference. And then so from there to 1868, another 100 pips. From 1858, another 100 pips. But that is like a major psychological levels. And then we put another one between them, which is psychological level 2. You know, so that's this purple ones. So 1873, 1863, just to intersperse. So you see it's sitting all on there. So we have this psychology that helps us to know where price possibly would end when price starts. Now, the second thing is we have the moving averages, right? And this moving average is also explaining to you, it is momentum moving averages. So this looks at price action. So for example, if you're trading just the 1 hour, imagine you're trading the 1 hour and you see this bearish engulfing. We have, so you need to understand candlestick patterns. This one, we call it bearish engulfing. If you see bearish engulfing, and I can take you through that. I think I have a video with Boniface that we did. So when you see something like this bearish engulfing, it tells you price could possibly go down. This one, we call it a morning star. So this one, when you have a morning star, this on the 1 hour, it tells you that price can possibly go up. Let me make it yellow so that when we go into this thing, to the 15 minutes, it's clear. For example, here it's not so clear, but let's say, assuming we have something here, right? It looks like this thing, a bullish engulfing, and then price could possibly go up. Let me just do one more here, which this one looks like a bearish engulfing here after price broke here. So imagine you were only trading the 1 hour. Whenever you get something like this, you know that, oh, we can go down based on the candlestick patterns and then the area it is. Candlestick pattern, and then we trade this. We got this, and then we can trade this. So anything that we can trade up, I'm going to make it green. Anything we can trade up, make it green. And anything we can trade down, we'll make it yellow. Now, I'll show you how that works with the moving averages that we have now. And then that can at least give you an idea. Okay, so here. And I'm going to finish with you in the next 5 minutes, then everybody can go off. All right, so here. Okay, so 5 minutes. Oh no, it's a 15. So look, do you see that anywhere we had a cross? Yeah. Anywhere we had a cross, we cross the moving average in that area. Anywhere we have the line, because I told you that these are candlestick patterns on the 1 hour. But when the bits that we can trade, for example, let's go back and let me explain that to you properly. So we know that from here, we can trade to the bottom here, right? We can trade here. Let me bring rectangle. Okay, that's fine. From here, we can trade this to the bottom here, right? Let me clone it. And then put it on this other one. From here, we can trade to the bottom here, let's say. And then let me clone this. And then make it another color, because from here, we can trade, sorry. We can trade to the top. So there. And then let me clone this. Where's the other one? Oh, there. Clone. So from here, we can possibly trade to the tops here. So when we go to the 15 minutes, you see clearly what I'm telling you. When we broke, this is where we could trade. You see, but that broke, you see, that clearly broke the moving average, which means that this moving average of ours, rather than waiting to start trading below it, what you're saying is when the moving average crosses, it is an opportunity to look for a trade to trade out, because that's the inception that mimics the 1 hour. That mimics the 1 hour. Look here. When we broke, see, we broke, this is the line. We broke the moving average. When we broke, you're looking at a level. So normally we'll have certain levels. When we broke in from there, we can just trade up. You know what I mean? Like here, this is the line. We broke, but it wasn't a clear break. So this is where the break happened. Literally, when the break happens, we are looking to trade opportunity down. You see what I mean? And so therefore, this is how our moving average works. It is a moving average which is sitting on the lower time frame, the 15 minutes, and the same as the 30 minutes, which you can use to trade opportunities as they come. Because we broke, boom, we're trading down. We broke up. You see, but when we break, we need to break the levels. We break this level, the immediate levels. We're trading up. We broke down. You see, we broke this. This is the immediate level. If you look very carefully, we broke it by this candlestick. This candlestick broke that immediate levels. Boom, we're trading it down. And that is how we use our moving average. These moving averages, they are called momentum moving averages. They are not like directional moving average. They are momentum, which means when there's a candlestick break on them in the 30 minutes or in the 15 minutes, it tells you that a direction has started. That is why lately when it breaks, I would have to go and check the 1 hour to make sure that what it is telling me is true. And it's not maybe just a fake out, maybe a candle has given us a week and is in there. So when I go there and it's true in the 1 hour, then we are in the trade. Then we'll trade it to our level. So now let me show you how we would use psychological levels here. So, yes. So if you clearly look here, we broke here. Let me bring the other psychological levels. You see, if you clearly see, let's start from here. We broke in this area. Do you see where we broke it? So we broke around psychological level, this psychological level, which we call 2. We broke on this level. So we know that if we are even trading this and we don't get anywhere, we'll get to psychological level 2, minimum. Do you understand? So that when we go into the trade, if we want to come out as quick as we want to come out, we come and sit on psychological level 2 and take our profit quick from there. Now, when you look at this very carefully too, you see we broke on psychological level. We started from psychological level 2. We broke the moving averages. If we go into this trade, we know that minimum will come to psychological level 2. Do you understand? That is how we use the psychological level, just to guide you to take your profit. When we break through the psychological levels, then we know that we will go to the next psychological level, at least, to go and take our money. You see, so those who could have stayed in this trade for a long time, although it wasn't clean, possibly they could have gone here. Now, you can clearly see that we started here. We started just around psychological level 1 and 2 area, which means that if we break, let's say we enter the trade here. So it was closer to 1 than to 2. So we're saying 1 is comfortable. We can come to 1. It was closer to 2. So we can say, okay, fine, we're coming to the 2 area. You know what I mean? But technically it was more of 1 than 2. So let's say we've gone into the trade here. We know that, okay, fine. We broke 1 here. We're coming back to 1 again. And then we come and take our money there. So we can put your this thing 100 over like 100 pips. You take your money. You're gone. If you feel like because the candlesticks are giving you a price down, you still want to be in the trade, you can be in the trade towards psychological level 1 area again. And it brought you to psychological, but it took a long time. You know what I mean? So that's how we use psychological levels. Just a guide to know that, oh, the inception was on psychological level 1. So the take profit might be on the next psychological level 1. If it crosses that, it's taking you to a level 2. If you're not comfortable and you still want to stay in the trade, then your destination is level 1. All right. Okay. So I'll find time and take you guys through it. Okay. But we have some videos. I think I'll find it and I'll send it to you. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So guys, any questions, guys, then we can shove.
Oh, I don't have
Okay.
any question.
Okay, so Pelicious, you're starting action tomorrow. Pelicious. You can't hear me. All right, guys, let me leave you then. Have a good night.
Okay.
Nifaso,
Tano,
rise up.
Yeah, Mickey.
Tano.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'll go call you. Me and you and Rise, I'll call you on WhatsApp right now. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. But you know, say P Willie they come.
No.
P Willie go come in 3 weeks. So yesterday do the shipping. If you do the
Okay.
shipping and things. So we'll go talk. Okay. I'll call
Okay,
you right
all
now. Okay. All
Okay.
right. Bye.
See.
Mm.